Rat baby. You gonna talk about something?
What you got to say?
I feel so my mama.
No? Silent baby.
Silent baby.
That's nasty.
What's that?
Just a slop coming off your hand. All right.
Stop, right?
Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome back again to the UnProffesionals. That's right, we back. We're not going nowhere, and as always, it's Slim
and J Casear,
and we here, episode 2. I had to break the last episode up into 2 parts. We was running our mouth, but that's what you're here for, and that's what we're here to do.
Hopefully, you enjoy it.
Yeah, hopefully you enjoy it. We get a little bit of responses here and there. We'll always address it if it calls to address it. If it's some straight foolishness, I ain't even going, ain't even gonna worry about it.
It's a little too old for that.
A little too old, right? Got time. We got stuff to do. We grown folk working and everything like that. But we do. He does have 4 kids. He has a little tribe. So today, what we're gonna do? We're gonna start off with a couple of quick things, and I hope if everything goes well, you'll be seeing something different in the background behind us. But if not, you'll be seeing a green wall, a green wall, because we're trying to become a little bit more professional, but not always.
Not too
professional. But we're going to start off with some quick hit things, and then we're going to go into our main topic. So I'm going to let JC's take it over.
So last night, got a chance to be around some good folks celebrating the birthday. Got to see Canelo Alvarez.
Canelo.
Yeah, Canelo Alvarez and Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Wish it could have been senior because we probably could have got a better fight.
Probably so.
I thought I saw a report that said he completely outclassed.
That's what I saw, because I didn't get a chance to see the fight. But when you hear the words outclassed, that means basically he did not have a chance.
Bro, it was literally from the first round till the 12th. He blitzed him with jabs, hit him with power punches. It was completely ridiculous. Chavez Jr. never even showed up. I don't know if he was expecting the payday, but what I do know is that in September, they announced that the Triple G fight is already in place. Even had a whole video montage to announce that he came in the ring. Canelo, Triple G. I was like, oh, this really was a payday for your boy Chavez Jr.
Because when I saw the little captions on the web and whatnot, Triple G was all up in the ring, suited and booted up, and they was like, fight announced for September 16th. Now, we down here in Texas. People just talked about Cinco de Mayo and everything, which the fight was on the 6th, the day after Cinco de Mayo. But this fight is going to be on 16. Mexican people love to have boxing matches on Mexican holidays, Mexican liberation, all that good stuff like that. But I was more excited about that. The dominance piece of Cesar Chavez, I kind of knew that was going to happen.
Right.
But the fight with Triple G.
Man, they say this fight's been brewing for a while.
Yeah.
We don't know who's really ducking who. I hear Canelo's been ducking Triple G. I hear Triple G ain't fought nobody. Well, now we're going to get to see it. It should be a good one. I'm sure the Tecate will be flowing because proud sponsor of Canelo Alvarez. We'll see what's up.
I promise the next time I'll know what the third G is for. I know it's Gennady Golovkin, but I don't know
it's something Gupta. I don't even know how you pronounce it, but he looked like he needed to be doing late night television.
So just real quick, just because you was able to see the fight.
Yeah.
Can you call it? Who gonna win the Triple G?
No, I'm not a fighter fan enough to be able to say. If I say Triple G, the Canelo fans gonna be all over me. If I say Canelo, people gonna be like, oh, you don't respect Triple G. I don't care as long as there's good people and good food to watch it with. A couple of adult beverages, I think we should be all right.
I do think that I've seen more Canelo fights than Triple G fights. I gotta see how big they are in stature. Not so much the weight, because boxers gain weight, drop weight, do training, do all that. And then even from the weigh-in to the night of the fight, the next day, they put on a whole lot of water weight. I want to see how big they are. One statistic that I look at, or one measurable that I look at, that usually, I'm saying it don't always give the other guy the advantage, but it's the reach.
Oh, okay.
I think Golovkin is a little smaller than Canelo, but everybody raves over Triple G's power.
Yeah.
But I've seen Canelo get hit, but I've never seen him get hit with power. So I guess we'll just wait and have to see. Yes, he says. I'll be in the place too. I'll probably be with him. No adult beverages though.
Yeah. Next thing, Cleveland sweep. I think we called it. I think we was trying to be nice and say 5. The reality is that LeBron James is disrespectful. The numbers that he put up, not to mention the free throw spins that he did up against Ibaka from that 3-point line with the jab steps and popped in his face. I mean, Toronto never really had a chance. I don't want to hear about Kyle Lowry didn't play. I don't think it would have mattered.
Right.
They tried to make it a game today. It was close, and then it wasn't that close anymore.
I've never been a guy who believed that the NBA's fixed or things like that.
Yeah.
But I do believe that the NBA we're starting to see can be heavily manipulated.
Sure.
There has to be some credence given to what LeBron James, quote unquote, has done.
It's masterful.
He starts off the season saying, my team ain't a championship team. I need help. I need help.
And need a playmaker.
And we struggling, and we 12 and 15 after the All-Star break, and blah, 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 blah.
Terrible in March.
We're horrible. And then they sweep Indiana.
Yeah.
Then they sweep Toronto.
Yeah.
They don't have to play Boston or Washington until the Eastern Conference Finals.
Right, which the way that's looking, it could be a week and a half at the earliest, and possibly 2 weeks.
2 weeks worth of rent. 2 weeks. And then he was like, do you have to ask yourself, were they tanking games at the end of the season? Did they want Boston to catch them? I'm telling you, that man, he's a little more clever than you probably would think.
Right, and I know what people are going to say, he's in the East, and he's taking the easy way out. But it's all about getting there. You gotta put yourself in a position to win. You gotta know who you're playing with. Every little bit helps. They'll rest. They'll be recuperated. I think they'll be ready to go in the Eastern Conference Finals. And the way that Boston and Washington playing, whoever comes out of there will come in limping.
Right.
They beating each other up.
Right.
And LeBron sitting back with an adult beverage.
With an adult beverage. I don't know. It'll be over by then. He can't watch the fight with us.
No. Serena Williams is having a baby, and everybody wants to talk about how foolish she looked on the backs of Beyonce having twins, but I just want to real quick. So, Serena's having a baby, and again, I don't care about the race of anything, but I did find it interesting. She's having a baby by somebody who doesn't look like her.
Right, by a Caucasian gentleman. He's the co-founder of Reddit. So he paid, but he is Caucasian, and I think, it's one of them type of things where it's almost like it's like one of them type of things where it's still kind of like taboo.
Right.
So the question may be, if this was a prominent black male athlete.
Sure.
Now, some people may say, well, that's what they already do anyway. But we're talking about Serena being the greatest female tennis player of all time.
Right.
Which one happened first? Was she pregnant first or was she engaged first?
Doesn't matter. Because let this have been LeBron James come up at the height of the NBA, and again, look, you date in proximity, things happen, you run in different circles, you love who you love. I'm just saying.
I don't have an issue with it, but yes, I'm pretty sure that if it ain't already happened, we'll put it this way. As many racial issues that she's had with people making fun of her, being curvy, her body type, and all this other stuff like that, and her being black, you can expect some of that to come out somewhere. It's probably already been there, and I think it probably would be a little bit more publicized, but it would also be a little bit more risque for the people doing it if it was a black male athlete.
I think so.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's interesting. Go Serena. I still think he's the best to ever do it.
Shout out to Serena.
Yeah. Sure.
Meanwhile, since we have already started brewing this racial pot of stuff, Colin Kaepernick still doesn't have a job.
Yeah.
Kaepernick still doesn't have a job.
He doesn't.
But Riley Cooper is getting an audition with the Tampa Bay Bucks.
And that's the same Riley Cooper caught on tape talking he'll whoop every N-word wherever he was at that concert or whatever.
Period, point blank, the end.
So wait a minute. So you got a guy like Cap.
I'm just saying.
Throughout all the stuff that he's done, the most he's made some comments, but really the most thing he's done is really just wear his afro out.
Right.
But he was a American exercising his right of freedom, and all he did was a silent, non-violent protest.
Yeah.
And it's a possibility this man ain't gonna have no job.
And all he continues to do is donate his time, donate his financial well-being to support the causes that he said that he was supporting when he took his stance to begin with.
So to find out that the NFL was in league with the military armed forces divisions about raising patriotic awareness and things like that, and monies was being traded and everything like that, is he being punished because he did something that was unpopular as according to society, or something that was not popular and contradictory to what the NFL had set up as a sort of business practice? And how would you judge it? I mean, if you're a whistleblower at your job, you might get fired. You might be let go.
Right.
But he wasn't whistleblowing about anything that, society's always had a race issue.
Yeah, I mean, look, you don't think he can play football? Okay. You don't even want to give him an opportunity to come and prove himself because of something that was his right to do?
And like we said on the previous thing when we were talking about the female battery type stuff.
Yeah.
When it's on tape.
Yeah.
Riley Cooper on tape. And Riley Cooper trash.
And Riley Cooper trash.
And Riley Cooper is trash.
He barely
he's
kept
trash,
the pole.
And he's on video racist.
Period.
And he gonna try with the Bucks. What should Cap go try for the Bucks too?
Moving on. Jay Cutler.
This conversation with
Sticking with football. Jay Cutler, formerly of the Chicago Bears, paid a whole lot of money to do a whole lot of stuff with potential, who didn't do anything, is moving to Fox. He's going to be an analyst.
Okay, I was about to say it was Fox. Did somebody change their mascot in the league or something? No, he's going to the TV station. Okay, just like how I didn't want to see Jay Cutler quarterback no team, I don't think I want to hear him tell me nothing about nothing.
What is he going to tell me?
Is he going to have that same look on his face like he always look like ain't nothing wrong? And
I mean, at least with Tony Romo, you kind of say, man, he's probably got a little charisma. But Cutler? How's that going to play on TV?
Jay Cutler, bro. Jay Cutler.
It's really not something that I'm trying to see. Finally, one hitter quitters. Listen, Boston and Baltimore, in terms of MLB, have had this thing back and forth way back when Machado slid in Dusty Pedroia. They thought it was dirty. Slide was completely legal. But it's been some back and forth with those teams where they every chance they get, they throw at Machado.
Okay, so real quick before you go on. I'm not a baseball guy, George. JC's more the baseball guy. Help me. Why was his slide controversial? Because I know it's something about the spikes being up, being down.
Yeah, but it's just a hard slide. I mean, your job, especially when there's a ball hit to a middle infielder and you're the runner on first base and there's a guy. I mean, you want to try to break up a double play. You want to keep the inning going. Best way to do that, you go into the base hard, you slide hard. You're not trying to hurt anybody, but you're trying to make it difficult for them to complete a routine play. Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Well, the reason that we talk about Manny Machado, so Manny Machado in season-ending series, the last game of the series, he hit a bomb. And he took almost 40 seconds to round the bases. Now, baseball has these unwritten rules, and you don't show up the pitcher, and you got to respect the game, and all this kind of nonsense. And there's been a lot of conversation in the bigger media outlets about, we really need to start policing guys who are throwing 90-mile-an-hour fastballs at people's heads and all that stuff. I get it. This guy could have ended it by hitting a home run and just taking the 15 normal seconds that it takes to round the base. 40 seconds, definitely jogging, definitely petty.
Is it egregious, though?
I mean, nah. If I was Manny Machado, I would have took my time too. I'm here for the pettiness. It makes sense to me. Petty Palooza. Keep the party going.
But that's my point, though. So if it's one of the unwritten rules, but it's not an egregious rule, we're not talking about violence. He just took his time, and you just mad. I mean, you're a sore loser.
Nah, but he took his time because you're not gonna throw at me, and then I absolutely destroy you with a pitch. And I'm gonna take 40 seconds. We can't. It doesn't take that long to jog around the bases. I mean, 40 seconds? Bro, you could have read the paper, had a cup of coffee, and still had time to get from home and back to home in less than 40 seconds.
And that was a walk-off?
No, it wasn't even a walk. It was just a random home run. And we were
I thought you said he ended the game.
No, it was the last game of the series that they happened to be playing. No, it wasn't no walk-off home run. It wasn't no Joey Bats and Jose Bautista bat flip in the air. No, he was just super petty. Shout out to Manny. Super petty. I'm here for it. Thank you very much.
Y'all forgive me. I have to get some baseball education sometimes. We have to get some baseball education sometimes because I'm not a baseball guy. So, yeah.
All right. LaVar Ball.
This is the main, so just in case you don't know, we're transitioning to the main topic now.
Yeah, it's not an easy transition because we're unprofessional.
Okay, right. LaVar Ball.
There's a lot of talk about LaVar Ball recently with the Big Baller brand and the unleashing of the
first signature shoe of Lonzo Ball. Wait a minute, I want to get the name right. I want to get the ZO2s.
Right.
That's what I'm about to say.
It don't even matter what you call it. So when we start talking about this price, you call it whatever you want. It's gonna stay on them shelves.
Okay, hold. Before we get to all that, let's be clear. Let's be clear. There's many angles and perspectives that you can do to look at.
Yeah.
One perspective I'm going to look at in a minute is my nephews off camera. They keep making noise. I'm going to wring their neck in about 2.25 seconds. I love the kids, though. Please believe it. Figuratively speaking, I'm going to wring their neck. But I'm going to need for them to rein it on in. All right. So, the many angles and perspectives. The first one, what you want to start off with first? Because it can be some difficult stuff.
I mean, let's just talk about just the idea. Because one of the things I saw on social media was we got to support black-owned businesses.
Okay, the black-owned business aspect. We can tackle that. Okay, go. What did you see?
So there's a lot of people who say, "Oh, LaVar's a genius. You market your son. You push these shoes. You don't want to be part of the establishment. You don't want to be considered a slave like some of these other athletes. You want to be able to own your stuff." Similar to, not exactly the same as what a lot of rappers would do, especially coming out of the Houston area. Guys like Slim Thug. You sell all this Master P. You sell all of these CDs and tapes out your trunk, right? You own it all.
Independent.
Every piece of single dollar that come in, it's your money. You don't have to worry about somebody telling you what you can and can't do, when you can and can't sell, who you can and can't sell it to.
Right.
And then there's, brother, $495, and the slides are $215, $220.
$220.
What about supporting black business? Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, I love the idea of you being able to own your own, you making your way, you creating your own lane in an industry that definitely makes more on the backs of the performances of these athletes than the athletes make.
Right.
But man, I ain't paying nobody.
No, right.
Kanye, MJ, like, I'm not a sneakerhead like
Gucci,
that.
Louis, all that.
I'm just not doing it. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Somebody could have told me that, Cliff, your favorite brand of shoe, your favorite clothing brand, your favorite apparel was creating a shoe with the finest materials.
Right.
For $500. $500 for me personally is not something I'm spending on a pair of shoes, something that I'm going to put on my feet.
No.
Not if they're not medical. If my feet ain't broke, I ain't putting $500 worth of nothing on them. It's just not going to happen.
That's a lot.
It's not going to happen. I got my first pedicure about a year ago. It was $40, and I had to look at the little Asian lady like, "Are you sure?" I should have asked more questions before I got up in this little chair. But it was actually worth the $40.
Sure.
You know, and I don't have no toilet feet. But, again, in the aspect of you don't want, quote unquote, your commodity to be exploited. In this particular case, you're talking about his son and his son's talents being, quote unquote, exploited by a company.
Right.
You have to beg the question, if I produce my own product and then what I do, and see, this is going to bring to the next aspect, if what I'm doing on the court or if what my commodity is producing, at what point is it a benefit for me to do it independent over becoming part of the establishment to where I'm getting the advantages of distribution, marketing, also stuff like this. So the rumor is he sold about 5,000 pair of shoes in 4 hours. That was one meme I saw. I didn't fact check that. Who knows what?
Off a picture?
Off a picture and a video. It was a video on the website. You know, Lonzo was talking about it and everything like that. So you're talking about $2.5 million.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of money. Is his contract for Nike, would it have been more than $2.5 million?
Probably.
I mean, sure. I would suppose.
Yeah.
And then you talk about, now this is the other aspect too. My man Lonzo has not dribbled not one piece of ball, leather, Spalding, nothing, NBA rock, ain't did nothing in the NBA yet. Summer League, nothing. He won't perform at the combine. He's done nothing. So we're all talking about potential.
Sure.
So on that aspect, I see LaVar Ball's point. We're going on the potential of.
Sure.
And that's cool. And bank on it, do whatever. But I think that, I don't know if it would be worth it later on to lock yourself out of possible endorsements, not just with shoes, but just with endorsements, period.
Yeah, and again, I admire anybody trying to manage and make as much money as they can. I think some of the conversation I saw too turned into, well, is that money going to go back into the inner city or back into the African American community? Which I also thought was an interesting point, because we never asked that of Tommy Hilfiger, Ralph Lauren. Like we never asked.
But you never asked that of Michael Jordan.
Oh, that's true. Y'all still buying Jordan.
He's still making Jordans, and he. Well, now I'll make this point. I think we talked a little bit earlier. Yeah. We make this point. Michael Jordan, as an athlete and as somebody around professional basketball, makes a bigger impact than just on the court and what he did as a player.
True.
Because he still is inspiring people because he's in ownership.
Yeah.
And the Hornets ain't toilet water no more. They used to be horrible.
Yeah.
They not complete toilet water no more. He's doing some things and he's still achieving within the world of basketball.
That's true.
So that's fine. And with the legacy piece from him being a player and everything, I can see that. But when people were getting killed in line over shoes and everything like that, it took him forever to release a statement.
Yeah.
And I'm not judging Michael Jordan or whatever, and Nike or whoever else, because it's not their quote unquote social responsibility.
Right.
But if we're gonna ask that same question to LaVar Ball or the Ball family or Big Baller Brand, no, they don't have no responsibility to do anything in the inner city or give back or anything like that. They don't.
True. No, that's true.
I don't know if they still got a right to charge $500.
I mean, you got a right to charge whatever you want. People
that's what he said.
I'm still trying to figure out how Kanye West has a whole line of. I mean, his clothes look like they need to be featured in The Walking Dead, and it's people that's wearing them and it's wearing it out of style.
You know, the demographic that they're playing to as well are people that are, I would say, leaning toward affluent. Sure. And have that type of money to spend on that. You know, like you say, you have a family of 4. None of your kids will be wearing Big Baller Brand.
Not unless they buy it themselves.
Right, and we don't want them out on the streets doing anything illegal to get that money. And they're not of age, so we don't want them thieving, stealing anything.
This is true.
And
that's not worth it.
They got crazy uncles and family. It ain't no good thing. But if he's able to appeal to a certain crowd and work that, I say that's good. Now, another aspect that we kind of chatted about earlier was the crazy part about it is the demand goes up with every positive thing Lonzo Ball does as it pertains to basketball.
So here's some things that work in his favor. So let's say he does get drafted by the Lakers.
Bing!
Then he gets an opportunity to play in that first Summer League mini series of games.
Bing, bing!
Let alone they actually win the little mini Summer League championship.
Bing, bing.
I mean, once they trade D'Angelo Russell, I mean, the sky's the limit with every positive thing that happens, because all it does is build this mystique of who Lonzo Ball is. And you know, LaVar is going to be right behind, mouth breathing the whole thing. Oh, my son this and my son that. And look, he went #1. And look, he dominated the summer. And look, we done moved out D'Angelo. I mean, look, as a Lakers fan, I don't have no issue with you, D'Angelo. I'm just saying somebody got to go. And if it's going to be you, I just don't see it.
But the first alley-oop he throws, the first behind-the-back pass, the first highlight that he has, package of highlights he has before he ever plays one official minute for whatever team he plays for, it's only going to add to the mystique, demand, and all that good stuff like that. And, you know, it's just, you know, at the end of the day, you may not like LaVar Ball's technique and his style, but there are parts of his perspective and his plan that you gotta respect. And
it's something that we've seen before. Like we said with Serena, if LaVar Ball was white, would we even be having this discussion?
At all. We wouldn't even know who LaVar Ball was. He'd be doing good, strong arm business. That's what he would be doing. He's taking his resources, doing as much with the resources that he has. Because I guarantee you, the shoe costs $500. It looked like a Kobe shoe.
It definitely looks like.
So if he talking to our Chinese counterparts or friends or whoever else that own these factories or whatever, and say, give me this piece of mold, because there are people. I looked at the shoe. There's part of the shoe that looked like a Kobe.
True.
There's part of the shoe that looks like the Ultra Boost.
Yes.
And then when you talk about the upper part of the shoe where the lace is at, you just add for a different variant. So you say, hey, y'all already have those existing molds. So this is what I need. And mind you, the 5,000 orders, pre-orders. Yeah. No inventory yet. So if it takes $100, which you won't, to make the shoe.
That's a win to me.
That's a win.
Sign me up. Hey, LaVar, Big Baller Brand. We'll take a pair of shoes. We'll support you. Market it on our show. Everybody will love it. Millions will see it.
You got a mug. You got a cap. I know you got some T-shirts. Whatever. But
Big Baller Brand right on the screen. Right on the screen. We support.
Hey, and if the green screen is working, who knows? We can throw it up on there too. It don't matter. But more props to the Ball family.
Yeah, absolutely.
For one thing that a lot of people don't know, they don't like it because it's different.
Yeah.
They don't like it because it's different. But I want to give a shout out because at least they're self-aware.
Absolutely.
Very much so, because sometimes in society we're just flat out told this is the mechanism.
Yeah.
Install yourself in it and go. Don't break. Don't buck the system.
Right.
Get in the system.
Right.
And then when you look up and you go, man, for all these years, I was just thought I was being successful, and and unless somebody really grants you an avenue to really become independently wealthy, successful, or something like that, sometimes you may have to go against the grain. Yeah. And I gotta respect that. I do. I got a lot of loud talking people in my family. I grew up inside of town where there's a lot of trash talk or whatnot. So LaVar Ball, I can read through all or whatever. Yeah. So that's cool. So that don't offend me, but it offends some people. But you gotta respect it.
Yeah, you have to. And again, I think it's one of those things where if it was anybody else that didn't look like him, it'd be just another day.
Right.
So for that, LaVar, Lonzo, the other two brothers, Michelangelo, Lorello.
See, you called me up with it's Lonzo, LaAngelo, and
that's the middle boy who probably gonna spend 4 years in college.
I don't know what he a big dude. If he grow, he got a big body dude. He almost kind of.
But it's the one that's the senior in high school now.
Right. I think that's LaAngelo. I don't know.
Ball family. Do your thing.
Do your thing.
Might as well. Ain't nobody gonna do it for you.
Right, because I watched some UCLA basketball. I had y'all going deep in the tournament in my bracket and everything. But it is what it is. It just is what it is.
Absolutely busted.
I like Lonzo Ball's game.
Yeah.
I like his game a lot. I think that he can make a team better. I think he can make a team better. People think his jump shot ugly, but it go in.
Yeah, so, as long as it go in, that's what matters.
He's trying to keep his eyes on the basket. That's why his arm be all crooked and whatnot. Yeah. So,
love to you.
Yeah, man, we would love to hear your perspectives, please. And I know y'all do. I mean, it's LaVar Ball. He said something that you have to have a comment about. So go ahead and comment under. In the coming weeks, in the coming episodes, we'll have more avenues for you to get in touch with us, the Instagram and things like that. Like I said, we working people. We got to get it there. But for right now, unprofessionally, we getting it to you on YouTube. So,
exactly.
Any other final thoughts?
LaMarcus Aldridge, you ain't out the woods yet, brother. We still looking for you. You got another showing that you got to come on through with.
Yeah, the Spurs are playing well.
I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, LA, come on, man. That we know it's in you because you just did it. And we want the Western Conference Finals. I'm gonna speak it past the Rockets of the finals at Golden State. We want that to be a heck of a series as well. We just don't want that to be a walk in the park. But it ain't all on you. But when you show up, we get to see a good brand of basketball. It doesn't matter that it's so much the Spurs and there. We able to see some.
No, it was just one last word, bro. We don't need you pushing for the Spurs. Close us out, brother. Close us out.
Hey, until next time, we'll come back. And like always, it's Slim
and Caesar.
And we're the professionals. Baby. All right. Check y'all later.
Nobody want to hear about the story with you.